My name is Miki Kashtan. This is the Conflict Hotline. What you say next can change the world. I have a cast here with me that I will introduce to you. Annie Simmons Booker from Oakland, Sigal Shoham from Berkeley, Itzel Berrio from San Francisco, and Newt Bailey from San Francisco. And we are going to invite you to work with us today, and we're going to start by showing you a situation that happened in this family just earlier today.
So Newt, I was hoping you could take care of the kids tonight. I'm going to a meeting and I won't be able to do it.
You're going to a meeting when?
Well, tonight, in a couple hours.
What, and you just drop it on me like that with 2 hours notice and now I'm watching the kids again?
Well, I just found out, so I'm telling you now.
I know, but why can't I ever get a decent amount? I'm always watching the kids and you don't give me any notice. It's just ridiculous.
You don't always watch the kids.
Oh.
I was just last week. I watched the kids most of the week, actually.
Well, it's not okay the amount that I've been required to watch them and...
Thank you, Newt. Thank you, Itzel. Does this sound familiar? This is the kind of situation that we are hoping to help people with in this program. This is a call-in program, and you can call and give us your situations, and we'll work with them. We can have all kinds of situations that you can call with.
For example, in your family with your children.
Or you could have a situation with your spouse or loved one, your boyfriend or girlfriend, some kind of conflict that happens there.
You might have a conflict at work with a coworker or your boss or a client.
Or maybe you have problems with neighbors or roommates that don't do the dishes as often as you would like.
So these are the kinds of things that you can call us with. This is an all-volunteer effort. People affiliated with Bay and VC. And if you want to call, you can use the number 510-433-0700. And now we're going to go back to the situation and see what happens when what Itzel says can change the outcome.
So, Newt, I was wondering if you could watch the kids tonight. I have a meeting I need to go to.
Watch the kids when?
Well, I need you to watch them tonight.
Again? And you're just giving me 2 hours notice? This is always happening like this.
You know, it sounds like maybe you're kind of frustrated right now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe you're wanting a little bit more notice, advance notice? Is that what the frustration is about?
That would be nice.
Thank you. I want to pause for a second. As you watch this, you notice that in this time compared to the first time, there is a de-escalation that is happening already. Did you feel that in you, Newt? Mm-hmm. Why is that? This is happening because instead of arguing with him, Itzel is reflecting back what she's hearing. And when she reflects what she is hearing, then Newt has a sense of being heard. And when he has a sense of being heard, then the intensity of wanting to be heard is addressed already. So there's less charge, less energy. Let's see if we can get it more precise. You were talking about that he wants more advance notice. Do you know why? Do you know what matters to him? Think about it. Think about it with her as you're watching this.
So are you feeling frustrated because more advanced notice would give you a sense of being considered and thought about in your plans?
Right, exactly. Like, my plans are important as well, not just your job, not just your stuff.
Thank you. So you see, this really went more to the core of it, didn't it? Mm-hmm. I'm imagining that you felt more like this really speaks to what really matters to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then there's more room, and then there's a little bit of more spaciousness. But let's make sure that you don't get into a situation of thinking that listening to another person means you don't care about what matters to you only. That you don't just pay attention to the other person, you also hold awareness of what matters to you. So at some point, as you're listening to him, look to see if there's any opening, a place where really, if he feels completely heard, then when the other person feels completely heard, then you may have a space for saying what is important to you. Do you want to try that, or is that clear?
Sure, yeah, I'll try it from the beginning. So, Newt, I'm wondering if you can watch the kids tonight. I have a meeting I need to go to.
What, this evening?
Yes.
You're doing it again. You're just like expecting me to drop everything with 2 hours notice to watch the kids.
Well, it sounds like maybe you're really frustrated because you're really wanting for me to consider more your time and what you might have planned this evening.
Yes, that is what I would like.
Okay, and I understand that, and I also want to tell you what's going on for me, which is I really feel like this meeting is very important for me and my career, and could really help this family should things go the way I'd like at this meeting. And so I'm wondering if I can get a little support from you in terms of watching the kids tonight, so I can do this for all of us.
Okay, but I do want to talk about getting more notice on other occasions, you know.
Okay, and I'm willing to commit to doing that.
Thank you. So they worked it out. In this moment, they worked it out. I have a sense, a little bit, that I want to check with you, Newt. I had a sense that Itzel started speaking about what's important to her just a little too fast for you. Is that true?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I would have enjoyed a little bit more connecting with me first, yeah.
Yeah, because when I was looking at you, it looked like you were like this, getting ready to relax, but not quite fully relaxed yet before she started speaking. So it took some effort inside of you,
yeah,
which I could see. So often when people start learning how to listen to another person, there's a temptation that just after you hear them once, okay, now they're going to be ready to hear me. There's a little bit more space, maybe another round. I remember once somebody that studied with me years ago said that if he could listen to his wife 3 times in a row, then the conflict would be resolved. And it was almost like if he didn't hear her at all, they would just escalate. If he heard her once, it would be a little better, but it would still escalate. But if he heard her 3 times in a row, then it really would soften the situation. But it sounds like you worked it out. And another thing that I wanted to point out is this time when you expressed why you wanted him to take care of the kids, you related it to what's important to you and asked for support. And I bet that really spoke to your heart, did it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It kind of like shifted it for you from you have to drop everything to you're invited to support.
Right.
So it's very important when we ask people to do something for us that we leave them in a way room to say no, because whenever somebody has room to say no, they're more likely to feel able to say yes. Did that feel true for you in the second round?
Yeah, I think that felt true to me, yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add, Itzel?
I really appreciate what you said about waiting a little longer in relating to him, because I also got a sense that maybe there was more there that he could have heard or could have had me talk to him about.
Yeah. And if you watch for it, you will notice it often, you will see the person relaxing. And in this case, you didn't completely relax, but I bet that you were kind of awkward and uncomfortable practicing something that may not be familiar to the two of you.
Yes, that was an adjustment.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now we can try something else, because every conflict can be transformed from both sides. So let's try running it again, and then let's see this time if what Newt says can also change the outcome.